2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here with my esteemed colleagues, Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, it'll be the Atlanta Hawks going up against the 76ers in Philadelphia. Taking a look at the 76ers, these guys are playing good basketball with 7 wins in their last 10 games, and they like their chances tonight. And Joel Embiid missed all of last season with an injury. Now that he's getting some action on the floor, Kenny, how do you see him developing?
Well, he's very fluid. You know, he's got great movement, gets up and down the floor for his size. You know, he's got really good footwork for a guy who's been sitting out that long. He's a legitimate 7-footer, Shaq, and, you know, those are rare and hard to find.
You know, I like his game because he can face up, play with his back to the basket, and he's equally comfortable scoring in either position. I like that about his game.
How's his feet work?
Feet work is perpetuous excellence at its finest.
How's his footwork?
I don't know what that means.
Okay.
That about does it. Kevin Harlan standing by. Kevin, take it away.
Can you play off one foot?
Greetings, everyone. 2K Sports brings you the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Doris Burke will be reporting from the sidelines. Last outing for Atlanta, they won that game against the New York Knicks. It was just a textbook performance. That game was all there. Once they got it going, it was full speed ahead.
And then in that game, guys, I mean, the beneficiary of what was some very lackluster defense being played against them.
Agreed, guys. It was really quite shocking and disappointing how many free runs to the hoop they got.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Young is out there with Kyle Korver. Then there's Gallinari. Then it's Collins. And it's the monster in at the 5 spot. Now, here is Young. What a tremendous game he played against New York. And for Tobias Harris, a resurgence of sorts last season, Clark, especially from behind the arc, where he shot a career high 36%.
You know, he'd only hit 25% from 3 the year before, Kevin. So, yeah, a monster improvement in accuracy from long range.
Embiid the screen. Puts up the baby hook. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Embiid's got the scoreboard going with his first points of the night for the 76ers.
And getting back to Harris, there's just so much to like about his game. He lives in the gym, has a tremendous feel for the game, and he knows how to maximize his production within those athletic limitations.
Shot clock at 5. Good. Curry with him. He had 16 points in the win against Minnesota.
You know, and in watching that game, he did a really nice job of passing the basketball, scoring, and setting up his teammates.
You know, the thing about Harris is he's a combo forward, extremely versatile. At 6'8", he struggles with size against the better power forward, and he lacks the athleticism of the better small forward. So to get the most out of him, you have to put him in the right matchups.
And putting in the work on the boards, and it's paying off with chances like that.
And GA, he does put in the work. You're right. It's why he's on the finishing end of one putback slam after another.
Well, his effort has never been a question mark. He is an incredibly self-motivated player.
Here's Embiid following the bucket by the Hawks. And the foul called on ABC. That's his first foul. Here's Insanity. Turned in an outstanding game against Minnesota. Curry passes to Harris. Here's Avanti. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Insanity's got his first basket. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Young outside. Now in the scoring column with that deuce. 1 for 2 this game.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Now here's Embiid. Talking about that win against the Timberwolves, he was definitely a major factor as well. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Collins, a screen on Curry. And Young kicks to Collins. Outside Korver. That one's rebounded by Embiid.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Here's lights out. He had 25 points in the win against Minnesota. Collins against Curry. Gallinari passes to the monster. And Embiid with the block. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. Got a piece of it. The dive for the ball. Goes back up. And Embiid lays it in. Embiid's got his third basket of the night right there.
The tenacity on that interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Now, here is Young. He's a guy we see deliver on a nightly basis, averaging about 24.5 points a game. Just 5 on the clock. Passes it to the monster. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one. And guys, this 76ers team still trying to forge an identity. One thing that is sure, they will attack the basket, and a lot of fearless players on this roster.
Stolen away. Here's Insanity. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game. There's a screen. On the way, Harris. The second effort. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he won't. Go to the line. A three-point play chance here.
And looking at Joel Embiid, he has all the tools to be the game's next great center. He's raw, no doubt about that. And he'll have to overcome the injuries, but his combination of side speed, agility, practically unparalleled.
Atlanta making a switch here. Capella's checked in. The free throw drops for Embiid. Regarding Joel Embiid, what makes him even that much more unique as a young 7-footer, excellent shot mechanics and a feathery touch. In college at Kansas, he shot Greg 63% from the floor. Many of those were face-up jumpers.
And as the season wore on, he became money at the free throw line as well. Those are the kinds of unique attributes that make him an extra scary prospect.
A good open look, and he splashes home the three.
The 76ers lead. Embiid the screen. In the corner, it's Harris. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 3 assists now in this one.
Back at you. I mean, they immediately get those 3 points back.
Trading spray guns from long range. Trading blows from behind the arc.
Now, here is Young. Fires from deep. That's it. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
That's just run-of-the-mill for him. A typical day at the office. He's one of the more skilled offensive players out there.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
Boy, he had a nice look at it after drawing the foul. Boy, it would have been nice to get an and one there.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Lou Williams is checked in for Young. And both free throws good for Curry.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
And here is Williams. Coming in off a 12-point game his last outing. On the wing, Korver. Five to shoot. Gallinari in the corner. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Lights out, passes to Insanity.
And guys, the Spurs coaching tree extends pretty far these days. Coach Brett Brown, another former member of the Spurs staff, to be leading an NBA team.
Shooting in Philadelphia. 2 shots.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
The first one falls. And some changes here for the 76ers. Okafor's checked in, and it's Martin in for lights out. Then for the Hawks, Tyler Zeller comes in for the Monster, and Thabo Sefolosha subbed in for Gallinari. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Now Williams, looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Picked by Zeller. Williams dishes to Zeller. Pass to Sefolosha. Offline with his three. The 76ers leading by 6. Now let's send it over to Doris Burke, who's able to talk with Brett Brown.
Guys, he anticipates they'll be able to take advantage of the perimeter defense they're facing today and convert a lot of easy chances and uncontested looks from the outside. We'll see if they can knock them down, Kevin.
Doris, thank you. You know, Clark, hard to create spacing without the threes.
I agree there. I mean, I'd say it's almost impossible with the size and speed of players in this day and age.
Here's Capella. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. The 76ers decide to take their first time out here. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
And in that game, guys, I mean, the beneficiary of what was some very lackluster defense being played against them.
Agreed, guys. It was really quite shocking and disappointing how many free runs to the hoop they got.
And you know what? I think he thinks he can make a few improvements to how things are going on right now.
Yeah, and you know, coaches always are looking for ways to tweak things and change it up a little bit, no matter what the situation is. That's what coaches do.
And the 76ers making a change here. Landry's checked in. Philadelphia leading by 4. Curry kicks to Harris. There's the pick. Pass to Martin. Philadelphia moving the ball around. From past the arc. cannot hit, and Atlanta will go the other way with it.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
Now Harris, after Kyle Korver missing on that last three-pointer.
Off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
Yeah, and you know what, Greg? You like their effort level here in the early going. I mean, they're really making things happen for themselves.
Now here is Cephalosha. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change.
Well, they're fortunate. The defense was taking a big chance leaving him that wide open behind the arc.
Lets it go from 11, and Kevin Martin the bucket on the assist by Curry. And now it's an 8-point 76ers lead. Hawks shooting 40% here in the early stages. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Pick by Zeller. There's the pick. Korver passes to Cephalosha. Williams against Curry. Goes up on the high post. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
Boy, an awful lot to like about that shot from Williams.
Harris outside. Now the feed to Martin from the arc. Rebounded by the Hawks. Their last encounter was in Atlanta.
Yeah, they lost the momentum, and it's a bit surprising that that one got away from them because for long stretches, they were the better team.
Well, if you only looked at the stat sheets, you'd have a hard time figuring out how they lost it. I mean, it was a case of a few small things, some of the intangibles that didn't go their way in the end.
The Hawks shooting their first free throw of the evening.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Aminu's checked in. Thaddeus Young. He's checked in for Atlanta.
Boy, I tell you, last season was a big one for the Hawks and Coach Budenholzer. Their dominant season won him multiple Coach of the Month titles, and eventually he won the Coach of the Year award.
Now here's Curry. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Capella. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop there with that one-hand tomahawk slam?
Now here's Curry. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made. It was pretty obvious, I thought, Greg, that Budenholzer was the deserved Coach of the Year. I mean, Steve Kerr, there are a lot of good names you could put in there. But what he's done, taking the Hawks to the top of the East, a few saw that coming.
I agree with you. I mean, he has transformed this Hawks team over the past couple of years, has a wonderful team game. And, you know, obviously a lot of influence coming from Pop when he was with San Antonio. But he is really, I think, redefining how the game of basketball is being played at the pro level.
Now here's Curry after the miss from Tyler Zeller. Curry can't get it to go.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
And Young, here we go. Good, great play by Williams to set it up. Williams has got his 3rd assist on the night.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Young's shot is off.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Aminu dishes to Okafor. Rebounded by Capella.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Williams kicks to Zeller. Zeller setting the pick for Young. 16 feet away, and he connects with the jumper. Young's got his 2nd basket of the game.
When it rains, it pours. Another jump shot tickles that twine.
And this is a thunderstorm because they got it flowing right now. They are putting on a nice run.
Curry gets the bucket.
Well, I tell you what, it's easy to get spoiled watching this fella. I mean, he just makes it look so simple.
The Hawks trailing. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Young, a screen on Kerr. Williams passes to Young. That's a 2 from Cephalosha. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall. Cephalosha's got his first points of the night.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Williams for 3, and it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Hawks on top. They finish off the first quarter with a 13-4 run. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports. Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And for the Hawks, guys, what stands out to you stats-wise?
It's all about the depth, really. The bench has been the difference. The bench play really has separated these two teams.
Yeah, it's been a huge advantage for them. That bench has really made a nice contribution.
'76ers trailing on the court right now for the Hawks. Gallinari is out there with Collins. Then there's the monster. Then there's Lewis Williams. And it's Young in at the point guard. Good. And that's now 6 points for Insanity. Clark, a lot of give and take between these sides early.
Kevin, how about 6 lead changes in this half already?
Yeah, and both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
Now here's Williams. Back to Young. There's a good screen. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Young's got the lead up to 2 now for the Hawks.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
And they're just raining threes on both ends.
Boy, I love the answer. You come at me with the 3, I'm coming right back with my own triple.
Here's Collins. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. To the inside, and he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And the Hawks making a change here. Korver's checked in. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
And yes, sir, that one drops. 8 points for Insanity.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
Now, here is Young. 8 points for him. Here's the monster, guarded by Embiid. That one's rebounded by Embiid. 76ers have gone a nice 3-of-3 to start the second. And guys, the Sixers drafted Embiid 3rd overall despite a foot injury that would keep him out all of his rookie season. Came to the Sixers with a back issue out of Kansas. Of course, they knew all this going in.
Yeah. And Kevin, the Sixers have made an art here lately of drafting players who aren't immediately eligible to play. 2 years ago it was Nerlens Noel who sat out the season with a knee injury. Last year it was Dario Saric who played overseas, and now Embiid.
For Philadelphia, they've gone a perfect 4 of 4 since the second quarter began. Perfect from the field. And it's Harris off the drive. There's the pass to Insanity. Embiid with the screen on Korver. There's Avanti. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Here's lights out, and the layup's good off the glass. Lights out's got his first 2 points.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Now here's Korver. He picked up 12 points in their last one against New York. Back to Young. Fires the 3. And Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Philadelphia moving the ball around. And it's Harris off the drive. Softly drops in the floater. And now a 5-point 76ers lead.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Here's a look at some stats for Tobias Harris. This past month, he's really set himself apart. He's getting around 16 points a game, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. He has been terrific throughout, putting up some huge numbers offensively.
Yeah, you know, you just plug him in. He's a flat-out scoring machine. When you plug him up, let him go.
Take break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Johnson, he's checked in for Philadelphia. That one misses. The 76ers leading by 4. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
And guys, he's not the tallest or most imposing wing player, but Stanley Johnson has incredible strength and really unmatched confidence. One reason why so many were high on him in the draft.
Okay, gentlemen. 2 shots. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Johnson. And for Johnson out of Arizona, Greg, his strength, as you were talking about, is his biggest asset. Helps that he has this incredible arm span. And Clark, you know what? He told me he likes to play the 2K game.
Yeah, he does enjoy that. He likes to play the real game, too,
Yeah,
because he's hyper-competitive, and I think he's got a chance to be a superb defender at the NBA level.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks. Joel Embiid with a strong contribution in this one.
He's been attacking the rim with reckless abandon. They're searching for answers. Some way they've got to figure out how to contain him.
Here's Collins. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
The 76ers again can't hit it.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Right wing. Here's the monster, guarded by Harris. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. And now a quick rundown of the leading free throw shooters at small forward this year. It's a pretty sure thing whenever one of them gets to the line. Number 1, Gallinari. Tobias Harris, 3rd.
And there are some smooth strokes among that group, guys. I mean, just effortless perfection when they are at the stripe.
And I think that allows them to be really ultra aggressive driving the lane, which is exactly what a coach wants in a small forward. I mean, get to the cup for a layup or get to the line for surefire free throws.
That free throw, no good.
They've been getting more and more physical as this game has gone along.
And it's starting to pay dividends. They've gotten a lot of trips to the line because of it in this second.
And the second free throw, good. The 76ers leading by 5. There's his 3rd field goal, and now he's made half of his 6 shots.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
Johnson against Korver. Passes it to the monster. Young outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From outside the arc. And that one's good. Young's got a couple of 3-pointers in the second for the Hawks.
They're having much more success here in the second after missing on a few chances that they had earlier. They've locked in and zoned in here now.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Philadelphia.
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high-quality shots in the paint.
And also knocking down the mid-range because they're making good decisions with the basketball. And guys, when you go to look for holes in the game of Tobias Harris, there really aren't any. One of the hardest workers in our league. If he has any weakness at all, it's his average size speed combo, which most likely will keep him from becoming the perennial all-star type.
Finished off the break. And now a 9-point 76ers lead.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agility.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
On the topic of Tobias Harris, you love that he can contribute in every category of play. He's a solid face-up shooter. Clark, he's getting better with his back to the basket. You can see movement forward all the time.
I love what this young man has shown thus far. You mentioned those things he does. He'll also rebound for you, get loose balls. He does the little things, understands what it takes to win, the consummate pro and team player.
The Hawks trail by 11. Young outside. There's the dish to Gallinari. Down low. Embiid with the steal. Here's Insanity. He's guarded by Collins. Gallinari against Johnson. Korver gets a wide open look. And play stops as it looks like they call him over the back here.
That's the risky run by staying out there as he picks up his 3rd.
Curry's checked in for lights out. And a change for the Hawks. Capella's checked in.
And Kyle Korver enjoying a career renaissance, if you will, here in his 30s. A former late second-round pick. He's kicked around the league a little bit. He's really found his niche here in the motion offense of the Atlanta Hawks.
Here's Insanity. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. Embiid the screen. Johnson outside. Kicks to Curry. Over to the wing. Young with the steal.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the strike.
The Hawks trail by 11. Right wing. Harris against Collins. And it's good. Fought through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line. A little background on Kyle Korver, drafted 51st by the Nets back in 2003. They sold his rights to the Sixers for a little over $100 grand and used the proceeds to pay for their summer league fee.
Well, that, and they also bought a new color copier for whatever that information is worth. It might sound like a mistake in hindsight, but I heard that machine is very reliable.
And the 76ers making a change here. Okafor's checked in. Philadelphia leading by 8. Pick by Okafor. Here's Avanti. Rebound by the Hawks. Capella's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Young with the ball. He's got 11. There's the lob to the hoop. Got a piece of it. Okafor with the steal. Here's Avanti. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
Well, I love the fact that we're seeing them turn up the tempo now.
Yeah, looking to push the break at every opportunity. That's 6 straight in transition.
And this is his 2nd trip to the line tonight. And the 76ers making a change here. Landry's checked in, and a switch here also for Atlanta. Zeller's checked in.
One shot. One shot.
Shooting 100% in the quarter. They've made them all, taking full advantage at the line.
I tell you what, nice job making the most of their opportunities.
Now, here is Young. Picked by Zeller. Feeds it to Cephalosha. On the wing, Korver. 5 on the clock. From the stripe. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback.
Yeah, and if you look at it, had they been converting those second chances all along instead of waiting until now, who knows?
And so here is Philadelphia after the basket by Atlanta. Curry attacking. The 76ers again can't hit it. The Hawks trail by 9. Young outside. He kicks to Capella. Wants to get it to Zeller and does. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's on Carl Landry. Well, last year, Tyler Zeller both started and came off the bench, showed he could be an effective player even when playing heavy minutes.
Yeah, and if you look at the games that he played as a starter, he increased his usage, and it didn't bother his production at all.
All right, now. Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
And for Zeller last season, his numbers were the same or better as a starter. His scoring picked up a touch. Still had a great field goal percentage, too. So really solid production in his first couple of years.
Al Farouk Aminu, he's checked in for Insanity. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Williams, he's checked in for Kyle Korver.
And I think the big thing for Zeller was that he found his role in the league. He knows he'll be an energy guy who has to make the most of his touches. And to his credit, he is nothing but a positive force on the floor. They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Yeah, and that field goal percentage zooming upwards is now above 50%, which is pretty strong.
And here's Cephalosha for three, and a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
And I know he's got to be upset at himself for shooting so poorly at the line. So I would think he'll be doing everything he can to bring those numbers up.
And that one misses. No good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. Curry dishes to Aminu. Back to Curry. And it's Aminu in the corner, expanding his range. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 5 assists tonight. The Hawks trail by 12. Now, here is Young. He's got 11. He feeds it to Capella, but they'll get another chance. Young outside from deep three-point range, from beyond the arc, and then some. Young's got 14 points.
3 triples for him this quarter, 4 overall.
Landry kicks to Aminu. He dishes it to Curry. Picked by Okafor. Johnson, wide open, he fires from outside off the mark.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
And here we go. And here is Curry. 8 points for him. Dishes to Landry. Just his first attempt. Atlanta with the rebound. Capella's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Picked by Zeller. Williams passes to Cephalosha. 1:44 left to play here in the half. Capella, there's the killer two-handed slam.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam, you're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further.
Now, here's Aminu. Landry with the screen. Williams against Johnson. To the inside. Landry gets the bucket.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
Here's Young after Carl Landry's bucket. Now Williams. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game.
Defender's height advantage really forced a tough shot, a difficult shot. Tried to fade it over the top, but no dice.
Curry passes it to Okafor. The feed to Landry, and that one's good. And now an 11-point Philadelphia lead.
Well, you can't give him that kind of a position in the post.
Oh, without question. I mean, when he gets it in that tight and that close, that's easy. Real easy.
Now, here is Young, who's got 14. Williams with a clean look, gets to the corner and buries it. 27 seconds left now here in the second. Curry dishes to Aminu. Pass to Landry. Puts up the baby hook. Outside for Curry. Goes back up. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Curry's got 10 points in the game. Here's Young from deep. The shot will not go.
And sometimes he can hit that deep three, but it's not a high percentage shot for him.
Yeah, even for him, that's out of his range.
And we are not going to halftime just yet. Officials signaling they are going to review the tape.
And even though, you're thinking maybe we don't need the replay in a situation like this, still plenty of time left in this game, and really it's about getting the call right.
Yeah, and the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing up the footage for the officials on the floor. The new process is making for quicker turnarounds, I think.
And they've overturned the call. The replay was conclusive, and that one's going to count.
And Kevin, an example of why it's good to have replay. I don't know what kind of impact it'll have on the final result, but you always want them to get every call right.
And that concludes the first half. 76ers ahead. They're up by 9. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith as we start breaking it down for you. For the 76ers, the first quarter was pretty even. At one point, they managed to push out ahead to an 8-point lead. They showed their superiority in the second quarter and got well out in front, taking a 9-point lead into the locker room at the half. Let's start with you, Shaq. What'd you think about the 76ers?
Well, Kenny should appreciate this. I love the ball movement. They were in sync as a unit, and their assist numbers were impressive. Anytime you get 5 players working together like that instead of one guy doing it alone, it's always going to be a boost. That's the primary reason they're in control of the game.
And now, Kenny, let's get your opinion on Atlanta.
Well, they just didn't produce enough offense. I don't know if it's because they were spending so much energy on the defensive end, but clearly they have to take a look at this. What plays are we calling? And how can we improve that? And they have to do it fast, because if they don't, this game is going to run away from them.
And that's going to do it for now, as the second half is almost ready to get started. Back to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew. We're going to sit right here and wait for the end of the game and talk at you again.